There's so many things about you that are absolutely amazing that have nothing to do with buying stuff. I know the sum of who you are does not equal what your money can buy. So hey guys, I'm Liz and welcome back for another happiness hack. I'm so excited to jump into this concept and I have a really fun activity planned. Also going to get a little bit vulnerable, spill some of my personal tea with this topic. Right now, my tea is whistling away. I'm gonna go grab my cup of tea. I hope you do too, and we're gonna dive right into this. Be right back. Okay guys, so I promised you I would spill some personal tea. I've got my cup of tea, I've set the mood, and here I am to talk to you about this happiness concept, this happiness hack that I think is going to make you happier. I know it definitely made me happier. That is that who you are and how good of a person you are doesn't equal how much money you have to spend on stuff. We're all kind of fed this idea that the sum of who you are does equal what your money can buy. Let me break this down. Let me say this a different way. Who you are and how good of a person you are doesn't equal what you have, where you live, what kind of car you drive, what kind of shoes you're wearing. I have a really fun activity for us all to do together so that you can really internalize this concept. It's a big one, so stick it out, and this is going to shift something inside you. I know it made a massive shift for me. So I don't really know where to start. Should I start with the shout out or should I start with some tea? So I'm gonna start with the shout out. I love to shout out new content creators. It's one of my favorite things to do. This video shout out is going to be Andrea Jean Entrepreneur. I'm gonna pop in a little one of her videos right here so that you can check it out. And in this video, she's talking about 5 millionaire habits that changed her life. And this video is going to really resonate. I think after we discuss this concept of the sum of who you are is not what your money can buy. Do me a favor and stick it out all the way to the end of the video and then click on her video, because what I'm talking about are really sort of these concepts, and she's really going to bring it home with some concrete detail. But if you can dig into this idea, you will be able to increase your own personal happiness. I say this because I definitely, here's the tea, I promised you I was going to get vulnerable. I used to work at a very nice store that sold all the fancy designer things. I just felt like I was completely saturated by that environment. I was completely saturated with the idea of, you know, how awesome I was, connected to what kind of brands and what labels I was wearing, whether it was Louis Vuitton or Gucci or whatever it was. This was something that I very much struggled with. And guys, I'm being completely honest and I'm being super vulnerable right now, letting you know, because it's kind of embarrassing to be honest about this, but it was how I felt. And I don't think I'm alone. I really think that there's a lot of people out there that are struggling with not feeling really good enough about themselves because maybe they don't have that big house, or you know, maybe they're going through some financial struggles at home, or they've just lost their job, now they have to sell their car. I mean, there is so much happening out there in the world. I keep seeing it come back to, buy this thing, will be happier. I mean, that's absolutely what all of the advertisers are shouting out to us every single day. What this happy hack is really just you internalizing that how awesome you are doesn't equal what you have to buy today. I really had to get in touch with the idea that who I was didn't equal what I could buy. Let me tell you, I still love a Louis Vuitton purse, but I love it for a different reason. And finding that balance that you can have really beautiful things because it makes your life experience better and not because I feel bad about myself is something I'm still struggling with today and will probably be struggling with for a very long time. I needed this to hit home. I needed to know that I was still gonna have friends if I wasn't out shopping buying, you know, the next expensive thing. So I decided to do a 365-day non-consumption challenge. I committed to not buying anything new with 2 caveats: underwear and running shoes. I had to buy everything secondhand, find it for free or borrowing it. Now that's not the topic of this YouTube video, but if you're interested in hearing more about my 365-day non-consumption challenge, please let me know in the comments below and I'll do a video on that. But my whole motivation behind doing this challenge was that I wanted to change the narrative in my own mind. How can you bring that home? You've got to do this for me. I really want you to go and grab a notebook because we've got to work through this because it is a bit of a difficult concept to, I think, contextualize. I know I've been struggling just even trying to film this video for you guys, but this is what I came up with. So go ahead and grab your notebook because really what I'm trying to say is that what sums you up is what makes you valuable. So go ahead and grab your notebook, draw a line down the center like I have, and just start writing up the things that sum you up and the things that do not. So what are the great things about you? And this can be a struggle. This might really be hard for you to write down because we don't really live in a world where it's okay to say good things about ourselves. And start also writing down all the great things about you that money can't buy. Like, do you love your laugh? Do you have a really great group of girlfriends that you couldn't live without? You exercise every day and you're really proud of the fact that you take care of your body. You eat really healthy every day and you really take care of your body that way. Then I definitely had my struggles and still do struggle with some of this stuff. But there is great things about you that have nothing to do with money. So write those down and then go ahead and write in this column the things you're struggling with that have to do with money but that don't sum you up. Like I might write in this column, I really would love a white Mercedes SUV, but that doesn't actually equal how good of a person I am. So I might go ahead and write that down in this column. Go through, work it through line by line, get to the bottom, and then you're going to, I think, start to be able to step back and reflect on that and see that, you've got a lot of wonderful things to contribute to the world. It doesn't matter what kind of car you drive and where you live. That's it. I guess this is kind of a short happy hack. I really hope that you got some value out of it. I really hope that it started you thinking. I really hope if you are somebody who is struggling with self-love and is on that journey of self-love like I am, that this can benefit you and really you can bring home this idea that who you are and how valuable you are to the world around you doesn't equal how much money you have to spend. Yeah, hang out for my next video. I was talking about that 365-day non-consumption challenge, which hooked me onto my massive thrifting habit that I have and that I love, and that proves to me every day that you can have absolutely beautiful things for pennies on the dollar. So guys, really, honestly, you are super fabulous and everything you want can come to you, and let me tell you, it does not have to cost you a lot of money. If you want to hang out for that thrifting video, I will go ahead and also link it at the end of this video. That's it. Short and sweet. Go ahead and rewind back to the beginning of this video if I didn't kind of get into it enough for you. As always, I am super glad you're here and I can't wait to see you back next week with another happy hack. Take care. Definitely something that I am still struggling with. So I'm not trying to pretend and I'm not trying to be, the happy YouTuber that knows everything and is perfect. I really just want to be honest with you. The reason why I share these happy hacks is because they are really things that have helped me out to feel better about myself day to day, and I want to share them with you. So